Hi, class. Congratulations on completing the first week of Learning and Technology. It was so great to get to meet all of you, and I look forward to getting to know you better as the course progresses. So, let's take a quick look at what we have going on in Unit 2. As always, the very first thing you should do in the course is take a look at the announcements and make sure that you have read through them all. Some of them are just for fun. If you don't want to read them, you can skip on to the next one, but there are announcements about upcoming assignments. So it might be announcements from the university. So there aren't announcements in there that you will want to be sure you're reading. So don't overlook them entirely. So in Unit 2, we're really going to be focusing on two really important elements in this course, and then we're going to introduce a third one. We're going to be talking about information literacy and what that is. We're going to be talking about developing a research question for your final project. And then we're going to introduce the topic of effectively retrieving sources and how to search for sources. So to begin, you're going to complete all of these readings. I know it's a lot, so make sure that you schedule plenty of time in the week to do that. I recommend that you begin doing that by Monday or Tuesday of the week. That way you can begin working on the class discussions and have your first post by Wednesday and meet that requirement, and then have the rest of the week to finish your discussions as well as work on your written assignment. So please make sure that you are reading and watching all of these resources. And they are, all of them actually are required for this week. I know it's a lot, but good information. A lot of the articles are really short. They're just one page, so it shouldn't take you too long. So you have two discussion questions this week. The first one is on information literacy. So you're going to want to make sure that you read the information on information literacy so you really have a better understanding of what that is. That is primarily, I think, in this textbook and then some of the articles as well. And this is a great video as well, too, on information literacy. You want to make sure you watch that. And you'll get an idea. But basically, information literacy is how to use information. We are bombarded with information more so than ever with the internet. And a lot of it is junk. And so we need to really learn how can we use the information at our disposal? How can we determine what is credible information? How can we evaluate our sources? How can we figure out where to go for the best information, not just the easiest information to access? So we're going to be talking about that this week. So to do that, you're going to explain why information literacy is important to your success in a professional workplace, so not just in school, and identify potential obstacles for success if you do not acquire information literacy skills. And then you're going to identify which of the 7 pillars of information literacy you feel you are strongest and weakest and why. And I went ahead and added a link to that here because it can be a little tough to search in the textbook. So if you just open this and scroll down here, these are the 7 pillars here. So you can take a look at that. If you'd like more information on that, you can click on this hyperlink here and it will take you to an article on the 7 pillars for a little more explanation on each of those. And then, of course, after you post that initial response, and that is due on Wednesday of this week, you need to respond to your classmates. You're going to respond to your classmates with 3 additional posts. That's 4 posts for the week, and you need to have them on 3 different days. So if you do your first one on Wednesday, then you have to do 2 other days and 3 other posts. Those same rules apply for the second discussion question. In this discussion question, you are going to present 4 different versions of research questions connected to your topic from assignment 1. So remember, in assignment 1, you took this. Let's go back. Let's just go back and look. Easier to show. So in your discussion, in week 1, you chose 3 topics, remember? And you ranked them from most wanted to least. And then for your assignment, you chose one of those topics and then explained why you made that choice and how it relates to your degree program, etc. So now you're going to create a research question for that topic. So in Unit 2, you're going to post your draft versions of that research question for the topic you chose for assignment in Unit 1. And you're going to have 4 of those. And you're going to, after you post those 4 research questions, you're going to present any problems you may have in narrowing down your topic, writing your questions. So this can be really tricky. I noticed in the topics that you chose in the discussion question, some of them were pretty broad. You're going to have to start doing some narrowing of your topic. If it's a really broad topic, you're going to have a hard time with your research question. So it's going to take some massaging and editing and working through this. And it really isn't always linear. It isn't always that you identify a topic, you create a research question, and you do your research. Sometimes you identify a topic, you try to write some research questions, you realize my topic is too broad or my topic is too narrow. I need to change my topic. Now I've changed my topic and I'm going to create a research question. Then you create a great research question, you think, and then you start doing research and you think, well, there's no research on my research question. So then you have to go back and rewrite your research question. So don't be discouraged or frustrated if this isn't running from point A to point B to point C. It won't necessarily work like that. It actually very rarely does. It can be very circular. You can have to go back to the previous step and then work forward. So don't worry if you have to keep doing some tweaking and revising of your work. It is really all natural part of the writing process, the research process. So not to fear. Don't be discouraged if that's happening. So, and then what you're going to do is kind of work with each other and help each other develop your research question. So if you are reading your classmates' research questions and you think that is really broad, then you might suggest that the person narrow it. Or if you think that the research question could have more details, you could suggest more details. Or if you think there might be an interesting element of the research question that your classmate hasn't thought of, you might want to add that as well. Perhaps it is a topic, something that you're very, very familiar with, something you've done a lot of research, maybe it's in your career field. So you're going to help each other out with that. Again, you're going to be posting your first post by Wednesday, and you're going to post 3 other comments in the discussion, and then it'll be on 3 different days. And then finally, you're going to use the feedback that you've gotten from the Unit 2 discussion, and you're going to create your final research question for the paper. We hope final. As I said, it may not be, you may have to tweak, but at this point, you're going to get your very best version of the research question. You're going to use the resources from Unit 2 and feedback from Unit 2.2 discussion to submit your best guiding research question that will be the foundation of your final project and annotated bibliography. The research question should fit criteria outlined in the resources and should be narrow enough to keep you on track as you complete your research. For your question, discuss why it's important or interesting to you to explore the issue and how it meets the criteria. So the first thing you're going to do in your document, which should be a Microsoft Word document in APA formatting, always in APA formatting, you are going to state your research question, and then you're going to explain why it is important or interesting to you to explore the topic. And then you're going to also explain how it meets the criteria of the resources from Unit 2. And that is going to be 100 to 200 words. So it's really a pretty short assignment in terms of writing. However, it requires a tremendous amount of thinking and revising and editing and massaging to get that really great research question. If you bomb on the research question, it's really hard to create a great research paper. So the stronger your research question, the stronger your research will be, and therefore the stronger your research paper. So that is what we have going on this week. To recap, you have 2 class discussions, one on information literacy, the other on developing a research question for your paper, and then you have 1 written assignment, which is the best version of your research question with an explanation as to why it is important or interesting for you to explore the topic and discuss how the research question meets the criteria of a research question. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out and contact me. I look forward to hearing from you.